I'm Professor Nicolas Forsans. I'm the MBA Director at Essex Business School, part of the University of Essex. Essex Business School is a full business school offering a full suite of undergraduate, postgraduate, master, MBA and executive education programs located in Essex, only 45 minutes, an hour away from London, in a much bigger campus, the University of Essex campus, which is a university that is known for its progressive values around the world. The university used to, or students in the university and staff used to be at the forefront of the riots that happened in the 1960s, demanding a better world. And the University of Essex has that strong, distinctive flavor, arguing for diversity, equality, inclusion, better world, business as a force for good. And the business school is hosted in a striking 100% fully sustainable building, the first of its kind in the UK, that opened about 10 years ago. And we try and embed those values of sustainability, positive impact on the community in all the programs that we teach and in everything that we do. The image of the university is very strongly associated with that rebel image because of what happened in the 1960s. We've got a very strong Department of Government, we've got a very strong Human Rights Department within the university, and that is very consistent with the story of and the brand of the University of Essex. The ESSEX MBA is a program that it aims to equip the future leaders and managers of tomorrow with the values and the behavior standards that will enable them to make a net positive impact on the world around them as well as on themselves. So we fully embed sustainability thinking in all the business functions that we teach, in all the courses that we teach, and with a very strong focus around social impact, doing good as well as doing well, business as a force for good, business as a way to empower people. Soft skills are probably even more important than hard skills, so to speak. Anybody can train themselves in analytics, in marketing, in strategy. Soft skills, it's something that is to be nurtured over time, that is to be developed, especially among a cohort that comes from countries or regions of the world where those soft skills are either take a different form or are not as developed as we want them to be. And so in the program they work with the faculty but also some external professionals to develop those soft skills, making them aware of themselves, aware of others, and mindful of the impact they have on the people around them as well as on themselves. We try and empower students to use every single opportunity during the course of the program to put themselves forward and to use the MBA as a safe space, a space where it's okay to fail, because it's much easier to fail in an MBA program or in an MBA classroom than it is in a workplace when you're only given one chance and then you're out. So although we nurture them through group activities and we do a lot of teamwork and we use simulations and when you put people from different cultures and different regions together, it's bound to create issues, obviously, but we try and equip them with the tools to enable them to go beyond that and make the most of the people they work with and provide them with the opportunity to step up and use the MBA as a safe space. You can measure success in different ways. Obviously, one is through the appeal of the program. When I started at Essex, we only had 9 students on the program. It was, there were only 9 students on the program. We're now 80. During the pandemic, we created a second cohort to start in January. And so one measure of success is through the appeal of the program. A second measure of success is through what graduates end up doing after the program. So the extent to which they can leverage their knowledge and their skills that they gain during the program and go on to great careers, but not just to maximize income, but also careers that will enable them to do good, to do for the world around them. So looking at social impact, looking at their engagement with the community, and looking at our graduates as ambassadors of the values and the ethos that we've got within the university and the business school, and of course in the program. I think Essex Business School has been maybe more successfully than other business schools able to communicate the ethos and the values, because we are part of a heritage. The heritage that we get from the university that dates back to the 1960s. So maybe better than most, we've been able to articulate that value proposition and support it by a set of values and behavior standards that reflect our ethos. At the same time, it's very difficult to carve out a niche for yourself in a crowded market. And there are, I think, about 100 MBA programs in the UK alone. So we are all competing against each other. But at the same time, the market has been growing pretty fast. And so maybe there is room for everybody. Maybe we don't have to overcompete. Maybe we can, as long as we keep ambitions that are reasonable in terms of growth, in terms of size, we can all coexist and create an ecosystem where we are all codependent on each other, and also collaborate with one another, maybe through student exchange, maybe through faculty exchange between two MBA programs, not just in the UK, but also between the UK and a very different environment like Latin America. Around half of our MBA graduates are in London, and the ability to work for 2 years in the UK after graduation is obviously part of the appeal, and it's part of the value proposition for the MBA. And around half of them either return to their home country, maybe to work in a family business, and often they were equipped with a desire right from the start. So going back home isn't necessarily a sign of failure, okay? It's just a sign of natural progression. So half of them are either back home or in a foreign country, working for a large organization that put them on a placement for, say, a year or two in a foreign country. So that's where our graduates are. A small number of them, and we are trying to push this forward, are entrepreneurs, creating their own business. We've got a nice ecosystem at the University of Essex with Startup X, Essex Startup, which aims to support any entrepreneurial student, irrespective of the program of study. So they may be studying human rights, but still Essex Startup will support them to develop their own business after graduation. And the university is part of the scheme by the Home Office to provide wannabe entrepreneurs with a 2-year visa to build their business in the UK after graduation, assuming they meet a number of conditions, and in particular engage with the process during their studies, and enabling them to build their business, their venture in the UK, host it in the Innovation Centre next door to the business school, and stay in the UK during that period of time. A lot of our MBA students complement their MBA learning through workshops in the Innovation Centre, through Essex Startup. They organise workshops every Wednesdays and weekenders about developing a value proposition, how to pitch for funding, how to do this and that. And a lot of MBA students who want to be entrepreneurs after the MBA go on and take part in those sessions before working on their MBA project, making it a business plan that will set the foundations of their next venture in the UK.